We're with Amanda Forrow, who is helping us navigate through very interesting times in humanity. Today, we want to talk a little about what it means to become enlightened during our COVID-19 period, how we can wake up some more, and potentially how we can help others.
You know, people think, oh, I can't help. What can I do? How am I going to change anything? And I think it's a great discredit to us, all of us on this planet, that we've been led to think that we are such small beings, when we actually are so full of energy and we vibrate at such a big level, and we can actually have an impact on everybody around us at any time. You'll know if you're standing in a room and somebody walks in, Debbie Downer, or somebody walks in full of life, full of energy. It changes the whole energy of the room, the group, everything. So we know that's true. Your thoughts, the way you are running your life, the way you talk to people on the phone, whether you wake up in the morning and go, oh, I don't want to be part of this anymore, or whether you wake up and go, okay, I'm going to make a difference today. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to choose to be as happy as I can be in this transition period. And let's be honest, it is a huge transition we're going through. And like any birth, we're birthing a new world here, whether people know it or not. We're going to be the product of our minds, of our creation. So let's start creating what we'd like to see, not what somebody else tells us is going to happen. I know, because I get given this divinely, we are the creators. We are who we've been waiting for. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's going to come and just wave a magic wand. We are the ones. And I hate saying that because I'd love to think of, 47 million spaceships arriving and just sorting us out. But we are the ones we're waiting for. We've got to put the work in. We've got to put the effort in. The rest of this whole solar system has moved up. They're waiting for us. They're waiting for us to wake up to how powerful we are. And it's that power and understanding of that power. And anybody can go on their phone and start looking up the power within, or how to reclaim your power. And that power comes from what you read, what you put into your mind, how you react with other people, and how much fun you have. Oh, please, could we tell more jokes and have fun? And that's why I always do have as much fun as I can and still tell jokes and still am the comedian. But I also realize now to put it to good use. Yes, we are going to find ourselves feeling down in the dumps about this situation, but it is going to change. We are going to see wonderful things happen, and we're the people who are going to bring it about. There's a lot of change going on in the world, inventions that we know nothing about because they've been suppressed, kept back from us. We know that more than 100 years ago, we had electric cars. I wonder why they didn't take off. There's so many reasons that I'm not going to go into, but Tesla invented free energy, Wi-Fi basically, in the 1890s. So all of that I know is going to become available to us. And also, the more we increase our level of thinking and the way we think and our love for each other, because this separation is one of the worst things we do, or we have been taught to separate ourselves. When we're all really sort of droplets in the sea of humanity, there's an ocean here of us, and we will be so much stronger if we all flow together in unity, like a murmuration of birds that you see. There's a reason they do that, and I'm sure that's to show us this is how you should be flowing. Flow together. Stop flowing independently. Help somebody when you can.
Can I take out some practical things that we can help our audience use out of what you've said? I agree with you, and I think that it's fantastic that we can use this opportunity to raise our energy and we can start filling our jug so that the more we fill it, the more we can help others and so on. You said the words, we need to do the work. So please go back and summarize for us what the work might be like in a typical, let's say, a week in time. What's the work?
The work is to do your research about what's really happening, what happened to humanity, where are we now, why are we here now, what happened there. So basically, I mean, in the old days, in our day, we used to go and get a book, and I would read. I started off with sort of Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, and those type of books answered a lot of questions for me. And I think that that's the thing. It's opening yourself up to a different point of view. Let's see what's in it. If it resonates with me, that's great. Then it means I'm expanding my consciousness because I'm learning something. But to sit watching the news all the time, or Skeet and Donna movies, or violence, you're feeding your brain that. The only thing that can come out of that is violence. So we wonder why there are so many gangs, so much violence in the world, because that's what we're being fed on the television and the movie. So it's that simple to go and feed your mind with different type of stuff. I bet you the Buddhist monks don't sit and watch Skeet and Donna movie.
Skeet and Donna, very good, very good. Okay, so doing work for us at this time means to be careful of what we put into our minds, but it also means that we need to expand. You said expand your consciousness and go and research. So we used to read, now we can read more broadly, we can get access to information, more cutting edge information. That implies that we've got a certain goal in mind that we curate our reading through. So on the one hand, you're saying be careful of all the violence and the Skeet and Donna and what you put in, the negativity, be careful of that, compartmentalize that. But on the other side, when you are doing your research and when you are expanding your consciousness, you need to do so critically so that the things that come in are the things that will lead to that expansion or that waking up, if you like.
Absolutely. If you think about it, Mother Teresa, what a lovely woman, what a great healer, the most selfless individual on the planet. If she is somebody that inspires you, read her work. If chap who owns Virgin, Branson, if he inspires you, then read his work. Right. Because they are people who have said, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to do it, and they've become leaders in their field. For me, the leaders are the Deepak Chopras, the spiritual people who I think actually are authentic and not talking stuff. And I think there's a lot of mouths. So I read, and I can tell you immediately whether somebody's going to resonate with me or not. So, don't force yourself to read something that isn't resonating with you, because there are different levels. Just as every child learns, when you're learning in spirituality, you need somebody who talks to you. Or you could just phone me and have a reading, and I will tell you what areas you need to delve into.
Well, I think that was a lovely episode. And I think we've got some really nice practical ways of doing the work. And I hope that this encourages people to go inside and take the time to do this. Thank you very much, Amanda.